Okay, this maybe seem like a silly question, but do you need to be in the video or can you be recording outwards and talking at the same time?
I guess it depends on what you're filming.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you had the choice, if you're hearing me talk and you had the choice between looking at me or looking at, say, my wife, you'd much rather look at my wife, right? Or my dogs. So yeah, I guess it depends on how photogenic you are. Um, so yeah, we've had good success with some videos where we're just walking around the office, or we put somebody else on camera, and you sort of have the interviewer in the background. But I don't know that I'm using this phrase correctly, but there's this concept of UGC, user generated content, and that's pulling out the phone in selfie mode, and that's the stuff, and not just on my accounts, but across the board, that's the stuff that gets the most engagement right now.
Okay, so something, and I've never actually, it's weird that I've personally never seen someone doing this in like a grocery store or something, but I do find it very awkward where I've at least considered doing it. And sometimes I'll be like on like FaceTime with my kids or my wife,
Yep.
and I'm wondering if people are thinking I'm recording or something, but I do find it kind of odd. Like I'll watch these videos where someone's in a grocery store and they've had to have like propped the camera up on a shelf or something. And so like, do you go that far or, and like how, and I do have a problem getting mentally over that part of it if you're going that far. So help me out.
Well, first of all, stop going to the grocery store and just Instacart everything.
Fair,
But
fair.
outside of that, like I said, I'm a big proponent of 75 hard, which means I have to do a 45-minute workout every day. So I record a lot of videos then, and I live in the middle of nowhere, so none of the neighbors are seeing me walk down the street holding my camera in front of me. Um, if you've got something, this goes back to like really believing in your truth and what you want to talk about. If you've got something you want to share with the world, then pull out your camera and record it. Who cares who's standing around watching you? Because we all do it. We all want to put that stuff out there. Man, I keep losing this camera. I don't know what is going on with that.
Yeah, I love tech.
Shut off and on again.
Okay, so let me ask you about 75 hard. This is interesting, and we'll keep going. We'll keep
Yep.
letting this play. It's no big
Nobody
deal.
wants to look at me anyway.
By the way, good, well played with the wife comment. That's smart. We got to clip that and send it to her. But so Jimmy, I'll say congrats to Jimmy. He just finished 75 hard yesterday. Yesterday was his last day. So congrats. I'm assuming Jim, you got it. You finished the day out. You texted me earlier in the day. But are you in the middle 75 hard?
I'm on like day 3 or 4 right now. I made it to
Ooh.
22 and failed, so I started over.
Wow. So what's really cool. So I'm sure people are sick of me talking about 75 hard at this point, but I'm a firm believer in it as well. Amy and I, we did 75 hard. It's so funny. I mentioned 75 hard earlier today on another episode. So people are gonna be like, gosh, shut up. But we did 75 hard. We did phases 1, 2, and 3. And it is so cool. Wait till you get to the phase where you have to talk to a random person. It is the
I
funnest thing.
I did that in 2024. That phase 3 for the whole Live Hard program, it becomes a full-time job.
Yes.
You're like, I got to talk to a stranger. I got to do a random act of kindness. I'm like, holy crap! Like this is taking all of my focus. So yeah, I don't know that I'm ever going to do the full program again, but it's a great exercise. I mean, and I'm generally introverted, so that part was really tough for me.
All right. So you've already gone through the full thing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
How hard is it? Because I have considered doing it again, but I'm like, do I want to go through this whole thing again? So how hard is it to start up again?
It depends on what's going on in your life. So, like when I failed, I knew I had to get it done. And for me, like yes, I get in better physical shape, but anytime my wife and I are struggling in the business, some stuff's going on that we're just you know the moments where you just feel like you're getting kicked in the face every single
Totally.
day. That's usually when we do phase 1, which is the one that requires cold showers. And it's like, well, that's it. You got 5 minutes of a cold shower. We're going to allow you to complain during that 5 minutes, and then you got to get back to it. So as far as mental toughness goes, I mean that it's very easy to start. My challenge is I've been doing 75 hard for 5 years. I know I can do it. So like it isn't really challenging. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. So it does get easier to sort of quit. If you get busy or have things going on. I made it to day 68 once, and we were in Napa and we went to a winery with some friends, and I'm like, it's over. Like I can't do this anymore. I got a week left. I know I can do it. I got some wine to drink. So
Wow. That's a big decision. I don't think I could have, I don't think I could have done that. That's kudos to you for actually having the strength to say, I'll just start over again.
Yeah,
That's actually,
yeah, it was
I think
great.
that's harder than just continue with the program. So
Yeah.
kudos. All right. So let's get back to the video stuff. What about like scripts and ideas? Walk me through that. How do you generate ideas? How do you use scripts? What about that?
So I've been looking at what a lot of other people are doing, especially in the tax strategy space. There are influencers out there that do a lot of this stuff. I've got a slightly different spin on every single thing that they talk about. So I look at their videos. Frankly, I look at the ones that are doing well because I know it's topics that are interesting to people. So I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. The other thing that we do is we've got transcripts from all of our sales calls and all of our client calls. So we can use AI to pull themes out of that and topics that people are really interested in. I'm not good at following a script. I did a video yesterday for YouTube that was about 12 minutes long where I did use the teleprompter, but the shorts, the 1 to 2 minute things, I give myself some bullet points and I just riff on it, and that's a lot easier for me. The other thing is I've now hired experts to help me with this, right?
Nice.
I'm working with a company that they are really good at growing YouTube channels. So they're giving me a lot of guidance on what the hook needs to be, and they create the thumbnail images and the descriptions and all of this stuff. So that's making my life a little bit easier. But I guess that's always the story of hiring experts.